Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the 21st Annual Sta2rs Banquet. Teachers, students, achieving academic recognition and success. I inverted those, so just to see everyone was paying attention. I'm Tom Jacobson, the president of the 622 Education Foundation. The foundation is the host for tonight's banquet. Foundation is responsible for raising funds to make all of this possible. So members of our board include people like Christina Osorio, superintendent, Amy Coburn on the board, school board, Stan Korowski, the commissioner of Washington County 2nd District. Where are you, Stan? There he is. We have lawyers, teachers. We have a teacher named Doug Ronsberg, who is my hero. I've been in his office, and he's a great guy. And so we have community leaders and others, all working toward a common purpose. So one of the things that we do is we raise money for events like this, for grants, for scholarships, and for any special initiative, especially like a technology initiative or something that we're trying to accomplish. So benefactors are critical. And we'd like to thank our two main benefactors for tonight, our foundation benefactors for tonight, the North St. Paul, Oakdale, and Maplewood Rotary Club. Where are you guys at tonight? Right there, excellent. Anyone looking for a great 7 a.m. Friday morning meeting at Golden's, please go see them. They are a great meeting. It's a lot of fun, but bring your singing voice. So the other main benefactor is the Envision Catering and Hospitality, or the Envision Event Center, which we're holding tonight's program at. So they are round out our foundation benefactors. In addition, we have table sponsors. Table sponsors, if you would, all in unison, just sort of stand up and be recognized for your contributions. Thank you. We certainly couldn't do it without you. We appreciate it, and thank you very much. In addition, this year we have a special in memoriam section. On page 4 of your programs, you'll note all of these people who have contributed, but especially in the memoriam section, there was family and friends of Kay Sauger, who was a math teacher, actually taught Doug math, but a wonderful teacher, and many people, like 20 people or more, actually donated to the foundation in her name, so we'd like to recognize her, and she's noted here. In addition, we also lost one of our scholarship donators, and her daughter, Chris, is in the audience today. Chris, could you stand up, please? Chris is the daughter of Florence Klinkerfuse, and we appreciate her continuing the scholarship tradition. So, in addition, we would like to also recognize Wally Wakefield, who's a local legend and a big contributor in our community. So, and he left us this year also. So, now I would like to recognize the elected officials here tonight. I would start with Susan Kent, who's state senator, but Susan was unable to attend due to pressing business at the Capitol. So she was called back, so unfortunately she's not here tonight. In addition, we've already recognized Stan, but Washington County Commissioner, 2nd District, Stan Karowski is here tonight. Bill Sullivan, where are you at tonight? Police Commissioner from Oakdale, thank you. And we also have Candy Peterson here, the North St. Paul Council member and daughter of Hal and Marianne Norgard, one of our scholarship winners. So thank you, Candy, for being here tonight. Now I'm going to make almost everybody stand up. What I would like to see is, if you were a former Sta2rs winner or you're a parent of a former Sta2rs winner, would you please stand at this time? Excellent, thank you. Now, the current Sta2rs and their parents, please stand up. Thank you very much. So look around at this wonderful event. It's a real spectacle. I mean, I love the black and white and all the people. It's just a wonderful setting. And it does take a lot of contributions to make this all happen. So if you know anyone who would be a great table sponsor but isn't sponsoring now, please tell them about this event and encourage them to be a part of it. If you know anyone who would love to serve on the board, we'd love to have new members. It's a wonderful opportunity to serve the community and the school district. So please, if you are seated next to one of our board members, would all the board members please stand up? Thank you. Kathleen, would you stay seated or standing? And Denise, where are you? Please stand. I'd like to recognize these two board members who really put out an excellent effort in creating the booklet you see and the seating chart and the extra work. They went above and beyond, so I'd like to recognize them at this time. Thank you. And finally, one of my favorite parts of the evening is the meeting of the teacher and the star. Please knock yourself out, be safe, but make it memorable, definitely. But when you walk down the steps, keep in mind there will be a photographer at the bottom trying to get a candid of you, so please look into the camera. Thank you, and that's the end of my ramblings. So enjoy the evening. At 7 o'clock, Christine will come to MC the event. Thank you.
Good evening, and once again, welcome to this beautiful event this evening. For those who don't know me, my name is Christine Osorio, and I'm the very proud superintendent of District 622. I am also a very proud board member of the board of directors of the 622 Educational Foundation. As you may have heard, this entire event is sponsored by our 622 Educational Foundation. And this is an amazing organization. It's a nonprofit that actually does a lot of work throughout the year to support our students and families of District 622. So if you haven't taken a chance to check out the website for our Ed Foundation, please do. They do a lot of great work, and they're really looking for volunteers and people to participate in their events, and as we heard earlier, new board members to join the organization. So before we get started this evening, I just wanted to take an extra moment to thank the board members of this event. This is not a board that sits up in a high tower and just kind of thinks about events. They actually roll up their sleeves. They all came early. They actually got together last night and hand-built the corsages that people are wearing and do a lot of hands-on work. So it's a lot of effort and a lot of excitement is in the air. And I just want to give them one more round of applause for the effort for this beautiful event. As you know, tonight is a truly special night for our top achievers among our 2017 graduating class. For those who may not know this, I'm going to take just a little moment and brag about our school district because I'm the superintendent and I get to do that. Our district is an incredibly competitive school district. Last year, our students at Tartan and North High School earned a combined total of 2,676 college credits while still in high school, saving themselves and their families upwards of $1.26 million in college tuition. In fact, District 622 is one of the top districts in the entire state of Minnesota for college credits earned while still in high school. Did you know that? You probably have if you've heard me give speeches before, because I really do brag about that point a lot. In fact, 61% of our graduating seniors actually walk away with at least one college credit under their belt. And some of our students walk away with nearly a year of college credits already under their belt when they graduate from our 2 high schools. That is a major accomplishment. And I want to tell you that because you need to understand how high achieving our high school students are in District 622 to understand especially why tonight is a really big deal. So, as you know, this is our, well, actually, I want to say this. Tonight is our 21st annual Sta2rs Banquet. 21st annual. And as you know, STARS stands for Students and Teachers Achieving Academic Recognition and Success. And as I've already shared with you, our high school students across the district are already really high performing on many different measures. So this is the really exciting part. The students that are honored here tonight are the students who are in the top 10% of their graduating classes at North and Tartan High Schools. So remember, we already have amazingly high achieving students in both of our high schools. So you talk about that and you look at this group in this room tonight. This is a very, very elite group of high school seniors here tonight. So let's give them a huge round of applause. When I look around the room tonight, I am amazed at how far these young men and women are going to go in just a short time. In 5, 10, 15 years, the amazing things you are going to accomplish. As the resumes and bios on each of you already tells us, you are headed for pure greatness. As you know, each student here this evening has selected an influential teacher, coach, or mentor to attend tonight's special event with them. And as you page through the program, you'll notice each student listed a reason why their guest is so important to them. These honored guests have made a difference in the lives of these young scholars. Students, before you leave tonight, as I'm sure you will, please make sure to thank these great adults, and by all means, keep in touch with them. Send them a message from time to time, and let them know what you're up to and what accomplishments you are out there doing. We always like to know what kind of difference our 622 graduates are making in the world out there. We also are really working to build and strengthen our alumni network so that we can keep better tabs on the amazing things that our scholars are doing and our leaders in the communities. So please keep in touch with us. Of the 79 students honored tonight, virtually all of them plan to go on to higher education. They will be spreading out across our nation from St. Paul to Waco, Texas, and Eugene, Oregon, and Boston, Massachusetts. Students in this room plan to become authors, marine biologists, pediatricians, lawyers, U.S. senators, members of the military, and, of course, inspiring educators, to name a few. I want to especially thank our parents and families for these outstanding scholars. The commitment and love you have shown their students from their earliest years is evident in who they are right now. Their futures are limitless because of the support and love you have provided them. Students and families, this is your night. It's your time to celebrate. And I wish all of you the best for your future. I can't tell you enough what a privilege it has been being your superintendent. Thank you for being such a shining star. Let's hear it again for our students this evening. Next on our agenda, we have 3 speakers, and I'm just going to mention the names of each of our 3 teacher speakers, but I'll have you wait for the first one to finish before the next one comes up, but I'm just going to read the names of each and then have you come up in succession right after each other. The first speaker is going to be North High School's Lauren McGurran. The second one is going to be Tartan High School's Zaria Whitlock. And the third speaker is going to be Tartan's social studies teacher, Vicki Fellows. So we'll hear from each of our 3 selected speakers this evening. And we look forward to hearing from you this evening. And then we'll come back up and honor some scholarship winners. So let's hear it, first of all, for Lauren McGurran. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi. What are you doing with your life after high school? Asks every friend, family member, and somewhat acquaintance that says you have grown up so much since the last time they saw you. We have become experts at how to respond to this question. We say what people want us to say, like how I want to go on to college, then graduate school, become a doctor or a lawyer, and have a family someday. However, the thing we often don't realize is we don't need to know everything right away. One of my favorite stories is about a girl named Liz Carlson. She graduated from college with an English degree and taught in Spain for a few years, where she fell in love with traveling. However, she moved back to Washington, D.C., where she was at her usual 9-to-5 job because she felt like this is what she was supposed to do. After a while, she wasn't happy anymore. After realizing that her personal happiness was more important than her professional title, she saved some money, quit her day job, and started to travel, teaching English in many different countries. She's been traveling to many different places around the world ever since, documenting her adventures online. I guarantee you, if you asked her high school version of herself what she was going to do with her life, she would have had no idea where she was going to actually end up. This time in our life is one of the most priceless times that we seniors will have. We're able to make mistakes and try new things without having terrible consequences. However, I often find myself wishing to be to that next phase already, having that stable job and being able to rule over my entire life without anyone else's input. While we sometimes may be looking towards that next step, though, we often don't take that time to find out what we are truly passionate about. We are often left to find whatever job pays the best, or pick the area of work that others won't judge us for choosing. And to be quite frank, finding what we truly want to do takes time, even though I wish it could just happen overnight. But we are too busy staring at our phones and always trying to stay in touch with every possible aspect of our interconnected world and constantly being flooded with everyone else's opinions, and that we don't let ourselves seize this moment to try to figure out who we really are and what we want to do. This is why we are always left with these generalized responses when people ask us what we want to do or what we're interested in. Today, I challenge you to take some time away from your phones and use that time to reflect and think of what your true passion is. Find what makes you get up in the morning, what makes that innate drive in you fiercer than it was before. Don't long too much for the future, because trust me, it will come soon enough. Have new experiences now, whether it be traveling, doing something that has always scared you, or just doing something new. You often find what interests you in places that you least expect it, so don't worry if you go off that beaten track. Next time that someone asks you what you want to do, it is okay to say, I'm not sure yet, but I know it's going to be something great. In all actuality, if you put your passion at the basis of your being, amazing things are bound to happen. The world is a challenging place, but the best versions of ourselves is when we pursue our passions. So find it and be true to who you really are, because that's what being a puller and a titan is all about. Thank you.
I just had to jump in because I clearly made a mistake in my introductions because we have our 2 student speakers. Excellent job, Lauren. And now we're going to hear from Zaria Whitlock, student from Tartan High School. Come on up, Zaria. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
First off, I would like to thank the people who selected me to speak tonight. I am facing one of my biggest fears of public speaking, which I wouldn't have done without this push of your confidence in me. While writing this speech, I began to think about the people who have had a big impact on my life. For most of us, our family has the biggest impact. From baby on, our family's opinions and beliefs are the repeated opinions we hear, And if you have an opinionated family like I do, you hear them a lot. However, family is how we individually define it. And in my definition, it's not just the people who are related to me by blood, but also the people who are related to me by love, which made me reflect on the other people who have impacted my life. After many rough drafts, I realized the influential people in my life came from 4 groups, and the same 4 groups we're celebrating here tonight. The first group is our parents and our relatives. The second group are our teachers, mentors, and coaches. The third is our community, and the fourth are my peers. Thank goodness I'm in Miss Presswood's creative writing class this term because I was able to put my thoughts into a poem. But before I read the poem, I want you to know that each stanza is from a different group's perspective. The first stanza was written in order to reflect on the impact our parents have had in our lives. These are the people that have been with us since the beginning. Through my words, I wanted to capture how I think our parents felt as we started our path to becoming more independent. After reflecting on our parents' perspectives, I could only imagine what our teachers thought of us as middle schoolers. I'm not sure we fully realize the impact our teachers, mentors, and coaches have had on us over the years. Without community support, we wouldn't be sitting here tonight. So the third stanza is dedicated to them and their unconditional support of us. Within a community, there are different people from different backgrounds with different stories, and each of their stories have taught us things like it's okay to be different, and in fact, in the real world, uniqueness is cherished. The final stanza is my message to my peers. Life is not just about what we have learned in the classroom, but also about the experiences that we have shared with each other. And I thank you for the lessons. My poem is called My Life in Your Eyes. Parents, oh young child of mine, I hope you know I will love you until the end of time. You grow more and more each day, and the constant changes I see in you leave me with nothing to say. When you finally learned your ABCs, you would recite them as if you had found a pot of gold. I just felt like you were getting oh so very old. Over time, I couldn't help but notice how your excitement to learn had changed. It was as if your whole mindset had been completely rearranged. I hope you know that I will love you until the end of time, for I will always see you as that young child of mine. Teachers, sometimes I feel like I don't get paid enough for this job. And then you do something sweet, and it makes me want to sob. From a cute little elementary student to a crazed hormonal teenager, if your parents could see you at school, they would see you as a complete and total stranger. Now the boy that used to have cooties is really kind of cute, and the little girl you used to ignore now makes you relatively mute. The problems and questions you ask yourself are not the drama you make. Hold her hand, are we dating, does he like me? That one really takes the cake. I know at your age these questions seem hard, and essentially you believe the outcome will leave you scarred. When you feel your heart's been broken, you will always have your friends. They will be your support and somehow be with you until the end. I try to be more than just your teacher. I try to be someone who encourages you to look a little bit deeper. I really am someone you can trust and talk to, that will help you see your life's obstacles from a different point of view. Middle school is just a step, and I can see you growing before my eyes. I can honestly imagine you spreading your wings and independently starting to fly. It's these moments that make me come back day after day and year after year. The impression you've left on my heart is something I will always hold dear. Community, you aren't so little anymore, and someday soon you will be the community's core. We understand this is an important and challenging time in your life. There are so many decisions to make, causing you some internal strife. We know it's scary to envision your future endeavors, especially when you're told your life is about to change forever. It's important to remember that no matter what choice you make, your life will begin to change. And at first, everything is going to seem awfully strange. But we have never known someone that regretted trying something new. It allows you to see situations from a different point of view. Don't think we believe you're just a tiny bit scared. For us to believe that, we'd have to be visually impaired. Some people mistake your belief that you're invincible for you being naive, and others like me understand this is something adults misperceive. Your invincibility does not prevent you from falling off the horse. It's a quality of growing up, one we've all learned, of course. We as a society focus too often on the negative and bad things, and the world rarely speaks of the success and positivity you bring. We, however, notice the countless hours you set aside to volunteer and the good you do in the community that continues to change our atmosphere. One day, you will be watching as the community around you transforms. You will enjoy putting on local shows and banquets for the kids to perform. All of this seems so far away, but you aren't so little anymore. And someday soon, you too will become a vital piece of the community's core. Me. I'm surprised you didn't let it get to you. All of the pain you've been through. You faced many trials and tribulations. The continuous addition of obstacles to the path ahead led you to believe you wouldn't meet the expectations. You quickly learned nothing could be perfect, and you struggled because in our world today, if it's not perfect, you aren't shown respect. You taught me that it is in fact important to strive for greatness, but it's much more important to be courageous. See, it's not about your failed attempts, you used to say. It's really about getting up to fight another day. You told me not every day would be easy, and that I should trust in the Lord completely. Some days, I saw the exhaustion in your face. I could feel the weight of your world through our embrace. What was profound was that you never let your hardships lead you astray, and sometimes, based on what happened that day, your stories would leave me in dismay. I saw with my own two eyes the strength you demonstrated, and the tremendous weight I felt on my shoulders slowly faded. I was no longer afraid of the boss that might not like me, or the parts of me society fails to celebrate that leave me feeling unfree. So I began to take the time to look up and embrace the world's beautiful makeup. When I began to indulge in the different experiences and perspectives of those surrounding me, to put it quite simply, I fell in love with diversity. If I had never tried something new, well, I don't believe I would have had this breakthrough. Without your wisdom, I would not live life with this great deal of optimism. And after everything you've been through, I needed to take the time to thank God for not allowing the pain to get to you. Thank you.
Let's hear it for these young ladies, our young women. Wonderful presentations. And now for our teacher presenter tonight, Vicki Fellows from Tartan High School.
Thank you, Mrs. Osorio, for the introduction. I'd also like to thank the 622 Foundation and all the community contributors for their continued support of this treasured event. In a society that thrives on negative news and all the things that are wrong in this world, it's refreshing to see success highlighted and to be able to formally recognize such a stellar group of young people this evening. The foundation and all community partners allow all of us to come together and see the truth. There is good in the world, and it is right here in our local communities. And finally, I would also like to thank all of the students that are here tonight. I speak as a teacher and a parent when I say we are so proud of each and every one of you. Your effort is noticed, your attitude towards education is prized, and your future is out there for your taking. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we, the adults in this building, have been blessed to be part of your journey up to this point. When I was asked to give this message tonight, I, like Zaria, started to question what can I possibly say to this group. I wanted to speak as a teacher, a parent, a community member, and I kept coming back to lessons I learned from the most important person in my life. Oddly, my message ended up in a poem as well, and I'm not even in creative writing with Miss Presswood. My poem is titled, She Was My Grandmother. I was 26 years old, and she was forever the same age. We spent that Christmas together, and she sat with a smile fully center stage. She was surrounded by her entire family, We shared a family holiday at our best. She watched her children and her grandchildren alike, and her smile exclaimed that she was blessed. I left for home a day later on a cold, cold December morning, too cold to stop and say goodbye, and I completely missed every warning. In my head, I said I'd call her. We'd talk later during the week. But little did I know I would be in search of more time with her I would forever seek. On New Year's Eve, a few days later, I was back where days before I had stood. Who knew it was her last Christmas? But I was relieved to know she was happy, and it was very good. I was sad because she was gone, and time with her had abruptly ceased. Yet I had no idea that the lessons I learned from her would continue in my life, to say the very least. Years have passed, and my life has changed, and in so many ways improved. But one lesson her loss has taught me is that relationships cannot be replaced or removed. For relationships are the only thing that improve and get better over time, especially those relationships that require effort and may seem like an endless climb. No amount of money, fancy cars, or big home can take the place of a friendship, a mentorship, or any relationship for that matter in any case. You are all a gift to someone, and remember, you will always have the ability to choose, to give of yourself through your heart, your words, and your life, which will always beyond you outlive. 20 years later, and not a day goes by that she's not on my mind. I'm still learning and living her lessons that in my life are now very intertwined. Seek out the little things, always appreciate your family and friends, for life is only so long. Always try to find and make amends. Tonight I share with you a loss of mine from quite some time ago, not because I want you to be sad or for me to feel lost or even low. I share this story for a gift she gave me is now one I give to you. For legends are not always famous, and through me I share her legendary view. Enjoy all the little things and the tiny miracles around you each and every day. For combined, all these little miracles are where some of our best memories are made. Continue to learn as much as you can, for as you've probably already heard, you don't know it all, and you never will, and to think you ever could is really absurd. So put down your phone, set aside your computer. Please do not snap, text, or tweet, because any technology for that matter cannot hug you when you greet. Take pride in the people who surround you and never choose a machine over them. For texts are forgotten, snaps are replaced, and machines will die like a rose upon a stem. No matter where you go, you will always have your family, school, and home. Nowhere in this world are you ever completely and entirely alone. Find blessings in what's around you, and for granted you should never take the relationships you have here tonight and the ones you have yet to make. So dear students, your families and mentors, and all community members here tonight, may the sweet joy of this event continue to show that with us the stars are always bright. For these young people we celebrate with, and to good health and happiness we toast. Students, you are our stars. You are our children, and the future is yours. Go out and make the most. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful, Ms. Fellows. Now I have the great privilege of announcing 3 scholarship winners this evening. And I'm going to have our scholarship winners, when I call your name, just stand in place where you are, and we'll have a round of applause for each of you. The Education Foundation, in partnership with the Co-Action Academic Resources, is pleased to announce these 3 scholarships tonight. These are students who do know these are scholarships they've been awarded. So I'm going to have you just stand in place when I call your name, and we will celebrate your scholarship winning. The first is the Mike White Scholarship. And the winner of this scholarship is Robert Anigbogu from North High School. Where is Robert? All right, Robert. Woo-hoo! And this is a $1,000 scholarship to a high school graduate to provide the opportunity for the graduate to be a contributing citizen through his or her continued academic success. Congratulations, Robert. The second one is the Hal and Marion Norgard Memorial Scholarship. And the winner of this scholarship this year goes to Ryan Israelson from Tartan High School. Where's Ryan? Congratulations, Ryan. And this is also a $1,000 scholarship to help provide opportunities for this graduate to be a contributing citizen through his or her continued academic success as well. Congratulations. Finally, we have the Carl H. Lipke Vocal Music Scholarship. And the winner of this scholarship is for Aniki Stuvey from North High School. Way to go, Aniki. And this is awarded to a graduating North High senior who is accepted into a 4-year college majoring in vocal or musical education. This award is for up to $1,000 and is renewable each year depending on academic and continued field of study. Congratulations. With that, it is now time for a very exciting portion of our evening. I am going to bring forward Principal Greg Nelson from North High School. He is going to share a few words and announce his STARS winners for the evening. And immediately following that, we'll be inviting Principal Thompson from Tartan High School forward. Take it away.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone who had a part in this evening. It's tremendous, one of my favorite evenings of the year. And then very quickly, I would just like to acknowledge 4 colleagues. If I could have Mary Kay Evans stand. Mary Kay is really the person who makes North High run. She's my assistant, and she is awesome. Give her a round of applause. And then Cheryl Leon, Gary Spees, and Jed Helwig, my administrative colleagues. Would you 3 please stand? And now would the North Star students assemble to my right, your left, in alphabetical order, and guests of honor on this other side, also in the obvious alphabetical order. Thank you. I would like to introduce the first STAR student from North High School, Robert Noel Anabogu. His parents are Patrick and Peace Anabogu. His guest of honor is Casey Holm. Next from North is Amanda Cottle. Her parents are Paul and Brenda Cottle. Guest of honor, Catherine Cranston. The next North Star student is Kevin Clothier. His parents are Barb and Carl Clothier. Guest of honor, Barbara Herzog. Next, we have Kate Conway. Her parents are Shelley and Tim Conway. Guest of honor is Adam Carlson. Nicely done, you two. Next up from North is Kathleen Duffner. Her parents are Jennifer and John Duffner. Guest of honor is Donna Arcuri. Next, we have Paige Erickson. Her parents are Suzanne and Mike Erickson. Guest of honor is Dan Cahill. And now comes Caitlin Flom. Her parents are Deb and Mike Flom. Guest of honor, Jennifer Cook. Evan Gill is here tonight with his parents Karen Evans and Bruce Gill. The guest of honor is Mike Mackin. The next star student from North is Elizabeth Hackney. Her parents are Stephanie and Bob Hackney. Guest of honor is Nick Kruger. Next from North is Bailey Hyder. Her parents are Laura and Bob Hyder. Guest of honor, Tom Hagel. Amber Lee Johnson is here tonight with Lily and Doug Johnson. Her parents, guest of honor, is Sarah Paul. The next honor student from North is Jake Kubatowitz. His parents are Denise and Joe Kubatowitz. Guest of honor, Dave Kremers. And next we have Mariah Larson. Parents are Tanya and Darren Larson. Guest of honor, Jessica Kabek. And next we have Sheng Li. His parents are Mi Chang and Vu Pao Li. Guest of honor, Alicia Wegman. Next from North is Nicholas Linnell. Parents Jean McGuire and Paul Linnell. Guest of honor, Malika Benashur. And next we have Jacob Luzak. Parents Michelle and David Luzak. Guest of honor, Laura Korkish. Renee Marr is here tonight with her parents, Karen and Richard Marr. Guest of honor is Mike Halderson. We're a huggy group from North, if you haven't noticed. Next from North is Alexander Martinson. His parents are Teresa and Paul Martinson. Guest of honor is Deb McHutchinson. Next, and wasn't that a great speech she gave, is Lauren McGurran, parent Jessica McGurran here tonight, guest of honor Jody Murphy. Jacob Mitchell is here tonight with his parents Stephanie and Mark Mitchell. Guest of honor is Paul Dean. And the next star student from North is Alam Muhammad. Her parents are Zinette Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Guest of honor is Jessica Taube. Kedra Morissette is here tonight with Ray and Craig Applebaum, her parents. Guest of honor, Kevin Bernard. We almost had our first Sta2rs Banquet injury there, I think. So. Next from North is Emma Nelson. Parents are Carol and Gary Nelson. Guest of honor, Aaron Hammerman. And the next star student is Catherine O'Brien. Here with her parents, Peter and Diane O'Brien. Guest of honor, Georgia Randall. Elise O'Brien is next from North. Again, parents Ann and Pat O'Brien. Guest of honor, Don Gelking. And Aaron O'Brien is here with Ann and Pat O'Brien. Guest of honor, Bob Hackney. And the next student from North is Kevin Pilarski. Parents Anne Marie and Kevin Pilarski Sr. Guest of honor, Keith Reynolds. Thank you for that. Matthew Rayner is next. He is here with parents Lori and Raymond Rayner. Guest of honor, Micah Fries. And next from North is Megan Rebelke. Her parents are Rita and Jim Rebelke. Guest of honor is Bill Larson. Nicely done. Abigail Schuweiler is here with her parents Lori and Brian Schuweiler. Guest of honor is Tom Waffler. And next up from North is Mary Elizabeth Scull. Parents Alicia and Kirby Scull. Guest of honor, Corey Crothers. Next up from North, Elizabeth Shapolsky. Parents Dawn Wyndham and Michael Shapolsky. Guest of honor, Jenna Menson. Next is Alicia St. Germain. Parents are Paul and Trevor St. Germain. Guest of honor, Kate Lyden. And next is Carissa Starr. She's here with parents Angie and Barry Starr. Guest of honor, Cheryl Leon. Next from North is Callie Stepanek. Her parents are Nancy and Joe Stepanek. Guest of honor, Katie Shobar. Annika Stuvey is here with Elizabeth and Brian Stuvey, her parents. Her guest of honor tonight is Vicki Peters. And then from North, we have Trinity Tao. Her parents are Pang Yang and Dua Tao. Guest of honor, Anne-Marie Sass. Next up from North, Charles Thole. Parents are Karen and Jeff Thole. Guest of honor, Matthew Johnston.
Switch.
You made me lose my place. Okay, Jason To is here with his parents, Chung To and Dung Tran. Guest of honor tonight is Melissa Mandel. Okay, Ryan Trembath is here with parents Mary and Chris Trembath. Guest of honor is Dao Yang. And last, from North, we have Rachel Cheetah. Parents are David and Sharon Cheetah. Guest of honor, Elaine Simon. How about one more round of applause for all the North Star students? Thank you.
Moving right along, we'll invite Principal Ty Thompson to come on up and introduce all the folks celebrating at Tartan High School this evening. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Before we begin the awards this evening, I just want to acknowledge the amazing student, staff, and community members we have here in District 622. This is my first year in the principalship here in the district at Tartan. Being new to the district, I didn't exactly know what to expect. However, every single person has really welcomed me into their lives and into their circles as if I've always been here. And I just wanted to acknowledge that and let you all know how much I appreciate you. I'd also like to thank my administrative team and clerical staff that are present this evening. So if you guys could stand over here, just so I could briefly introduce and recognize you. I will say your name if you don't stand up. So we have Dr. Nancy Wynand, Eric Fort, and Patty Trundle here this evening. Thank you all. Students, This evening is one of many events that will take place over the next few weeks, marking the culmination of your high school careers. I'm so proud of all of you, not only for your academic achievements and placing in the top of your graduating class, but also for the type of people you have all become. Within this room, thousands of community service hours have been dedicated, fundraising dollars donated, and scholarships earned. I could go on and on listing the countless accomplishments you have achieved. I want you to know that this is truly unique and not something that all students are able to achieve during their first 4 years of high school. Your accomplishments speak to who each and every one of you are as individuals, and I cannot wait to see what's ahead in your future. Parents, family members, and honored guests, thank you as well for helping our students develop into the young adults they are today. Your support, guidance, and at times gentle push has helped to ensure that they are the ones that occupy the seats that stand before us. So thank you all for being here and for your contributions to producing the students that you have. I'm now just going to transition into the formal recognition of our students and their honored guests. So students, if you could come and line up on the right-hand side here, my left, and teachers here on the right. Got to move this, sorry. Can't reach the microphone. As you line up, students on this side and then adults, honored guests this way, please get into alphabetical order. Thank you so much. So students, you can tell as you get older, it gets harder for us to figure out alphabetical order. So to recognize you guys were in line in second. So our adults were still greeting each other and working it out. So thanks, guys. You guys are so well trained here from high school. We're going to start by having Phoebe Otto, parents Millicent and Gambo Otto, and honored guest Aaron Azer. Please come forward. Kelsey Barkey. Parents are Jamie and Jim Barkey, and honored guest Eric Tweeden. The pressure is high here. Samuel Barakat, parents Sanea Jabri and Barakat Hagos, and guest of honor Jan Churchill. Brooke Berlin, parents Tina and Jesse Berlin, guest of honor Leslie Gorman. Gabriella Bajelis, parents Julie and Sam Bajelis, honored guest Karen Van Den Eyde. Maggie Bruns, parents Jackie and Dan Bruns, guest of honor Becky Boyle. Gino Campanaro, parents are Robin and Robert Campanaro, guest of honor Patrick Freeberg. Paige Cater, parents Joy and John Cater, guest of honor Jason Stutzman. Zachary Drana, parents Arlene and Ken Drana, guest of honor Ken Belfans. Jacob Erickson. Parents are Beth and Jay Erickson. Guest of honor is Betty Cockrell. Nicole Giese. Parents are Evelyn and Ann Turi. Guest of honor, Lori Rabel. Brianna Grace Collins. Parents are Dina and Chris Grace Collins. Guest of honor, Susan Campbell. Madison Hawkins. Parents are Sherry and Tom Hawkins. Guest of honor, Andrew Bedurtha. Marco Hernandez. Parents are Don Johnson and Mario Hernandez. Guest of honor, Kurt Russell. Ryan Israelson. Parents are Colleen and Ron Israelson. And guest of honor is Matt Duffy. Hayden Kohlberg. Parents are Lori and Sam Kohlberg. Guest of honor, Rachel Grayson. Jacolby Krebsbach. Parents are Carrie and Sean Krebsbach. Guest of honor is Beth Ingberg. Adam Kaust. Parent Jennifer Kaust. Guest of honor, Karen Hires. Ryan Leonard. Parents are Janine and Scott Leonard, and guest of honor is former principal of Tartan High School, Adam Ermentrout. Welcome back, Adam. Sam Lindahl. Parents are Kathy and Kevin Lindahl. Guest of honor, Cole Leach. Angela Lopez. Parents Kathleen and Luis Lopez. Guest of honor, Grant Bollinger. Next, we have Henry Meyer. Parents are Amy Stafford and Ross Meyer. Guest of honor, Brenda Badger. Samantha Meyer. Parents are Jennifer and Chris Meyer. And guest of honor is Michael Bruzinski. Did I get it? Joshua Miller. Parents are Kim and John Miller. Guest of honor is Theodore Strub. Who won? All right. Daria Mohammed. Parents are Sharice Payne and Bilal Mohammed. Guest of honor is Monica Dahlberg. Sakina Mohammed. Parents Sharice Payne and Bilal Mohammed. Guest of honor Jason Arndt. Rebecca Nelson. Parents are Hema and Ed Nelson. Guest of honor, Tammy Warden. Gracia Perez. Parent Myra Lara. Guest of honor, Steve Heyman. Caitlin Peterson, parents Tammy and Paul Peterson, guest of honor Terry White. Samuel Rosemark, parents are Lori and Rob Rosemark, guest of honor is Andrea Kultved. Melanie Schult, parents are Cindy Schult and Robert Kukna. Guest of honor, Mary Lips. Matt Solheid, parents are Ann and Dale Solheid. Guest of honor, Doug Norlander. Avi Sonstegard. Parents are Krista and Mark Sonstegard. Guest of honor is Kim LeBlanc. Alana St. Cyr. Parents Jill and Jason Prosai. Guest of honor, Kristen First.
Welcome back.
Sydney Van Frost. Parents are Christy and Ward Van Frost. Guest of honor is Michelle Razkazov. I apologize. I got this far. Razkazov. Laura Weber. Parents are Sharon and John Weber. Guest of honor is Tracy Brown. Zaria Whitlock. Parents are Patrice and Ira Whitlock. Guest of honor is Vicki Fellows. And finally, we have Pa Ying Zhang. Parents are Chua and Seng Zhang. And guest of honor is Kurt Hao. Thank you so much for our students and for our honored guests for being here. If we could just give our Tartan Stars Awards a final round of applause.
And thank you to our two high school principals, our fearless leaders. They really do a fantastic job, and I just want to say, just let's hear it for our two high school principals. They really do a fantastic job. One thing I forgot to mention earlier in the evening, or we were just talking earlier today, that we do have a couple of school board members with us this evening. I wanted to acknowledge Amy Coburn and Teresa Oje, if you could wave your hands. Something that I wanted you all to know that all of our school board members actually help contribute to sponsoring table ships, but they actually give up their seats so that more other people can have their spots to be here. So I wanted you to know that this evening. We are at a very exciting portion of the evening, so I'm going to invite our Ed Foundation president, Tom Jacobson, to come back up here and join me. This is a pretty exciting portion of the evening where we're going to be selecting a few scholarship winners right here on the spot. So I'm going to let Tom Jacobson explain the process for all of you here, because it's pretty neat.
Okay, so this is the first time we are actually drawing for the Klinker-Fuse scholarship. It's usually awarded, but we thought in honor of this special occasion, we'd draw for it. So everybody put their name in, and we'll draw at random for the actual scholarship. And then after that, we draw from for each of the high school by name, and we'll award 2 scholarships after this one. So, Christine, I'll let you pull the name. So it's.
Do you want to tell what the award is for this one?
Oh, for this one?
Yeah.
It's a $1,000 scholarship. Each of them are $1,000. So.
Are you ready? All right. Da, 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 da. Okay, are you ready? Robin Campanaro is the winner of this scholarship. Where's Robin? Stand up, Robin. Where are you? Stand up. It's Gino. Gino. I'm sorry, I read the parent name. It's Gino. Where's Gino? Stand up, Gino. I know I saw Gino in the lineup, so okay, congratulations. Okay.
Excellent.
So Gino just won a $1,000 scholarship. How about that? So what's the next one, Tom?
It's for the high schools, and I don't have the names.
And you don't have the names?
No, just give me a second.
Okay. All right. I'm going to actually punt for just a moment while Tom gets the names. So we're going to actually do another drawing in a moment. But I wanted to just comment for a moment. For all the adults that you saw lined up on each side of our stage, it's pretty meaningful. And I don't know about you, but I was actually reading the bios on each of these students and paying attention to the adults that they selected while each and every one of your names are being called this evening, because it's pretty special to see not only high school adults and teachers and mentors being selected, but we had elementary teachers and mentors being selected. And we also had folks that were selected who don't work in 622. And I want to thank those of you who came over here who work in other school systems, in some private school systems that students attended when they were younger, who maybe worked in different school districts, and who came here tonight to support that student who's graduating here tonight. And I just want to thank you for making the trip over here. It says a lot about the impact you had on this graduating senior, and it kind of gave me goosebumps to think about not only our 622 teachers and mentors and leaders here, but the fact that community-wide, we have folks in the room here who don't even work in our school district right now, who are here because that student selected them, and they came all the way over here to be a part of this celebration tonight. And it's a pretty special thing. And I was looking at these bios, and it just really says a whole lot about the impact we all have on young people. And I just want to thank you for that. It's pretty special. So thank you for taking time on a beautiful spring evening to spend time with us this evening to celebrate that. Pretty neat event. Okay.
Let me just say, she's an excellent punter, don't you think?
That was actually going to be my closing comment after we do the names, but we'll find a different way to close out at the end.
Okay, just so you know, this is for North. These are the names for North, and they were hermetically sealed, so I couldn't get them open. So.
And this is a winner of what?
$100,000 scholarship.
Another $1,000 scholarship.
Yep.
So this is another $1,000 scholarship, and this is a North High grad. Dun, da, da, da. Nicholas Linnell. Where's Nicholas? Stand up. Stand up. All right. You, sir, are winning $1,000 this evening. Congratulations.
Holy guacamole!
Congrats. Okay, are you ready? Here's the tartan one. Are you ready? Dun, da, da, da.
See, they're in blue, you can see, right?
Yeah, the ink is actually printed in red and blue, if you can imagine. All right. I gotta look away. Here we go. Daria Muhammad. Where's Daria? Stand up, please. All right. All three winners whose names have been drawn this evening should see Tom Jacobson after the ceremony, so we can get all your information and make sure you get those checks in the mail, right? So we'll take care of business after the ceremony this evening. So with that, we are going to wrap up our special evening tonight. I want to just send you all a sincere thank you. Tonight is truly, truly, truly one of the most exciting events of our spring season, and I look forward to seeing all of our graduates at our graduation ceremonies. And you're going to hear this from me again, but I want to say one more thing. As you're planning your spring celebrations and graduation ceremonies, take time to celebrate. Be really, enjoy your celebrations, families. I know you've got big parties planned and all those fun things, but students, as you're celebrating your exciting future, please take time to look out for each other. Make sure you have safe plans for graduation night. Make sure you're taking care of each other, making smart and safe decisions on graduation night. We really like to see all of our kids come home safe after a wonderful evening and weekend of celebrations. So take care of your friends, take care of your family, and be safe so that you keep a strong hold on those bright futures that you all have in front of you. Thank you for a wonderful evening, and thank you to our Ed Foundation for sponsoring this lovely event.